How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We've had a pretty crazy last about 12 hours in crypto land. A lot of big things being announced. I want to talk about that, talk about some of the earnings that have started this week. If you don't mind, hit subscribe underneath the video, turn on that bell notification so you know right when I post future videos. Stay through to the end of this video because I'm going to try to keep it nice and short for you here. Also, there's a link down there to the Patreon in case you want to know what I'm buying and selling. I am going to do a bit of buying here today. And there's a link down there to Webull where you can get free stocks just by depositing $1 on their platform. Then you can even sell the stocks and you can stop using the platform if you want, but I really like it. So check that out. If you haven't already signed up, I would do that underneath the video. Now, yesterday's video, I talked about selling in May and going away. A lot of people didn't really watch the video, I think. They just assumed that I was selling because I said, is now the time to sell, basically. But I would watch that video because I think it does give some good insight into what the market's actually done because there's a bit of a misnomer there. Now, today, we haven't seen much movement. The market's down, or the crypto market is down 0.3%. The NASDAQ was down about 0.3% yesterday. This seems like the calm before the storm. We're still above the support around 26,500. So be on the lookout for this. This could be an interesting level, especially if some of the earnings in the GDP and the PCE come in not in the best way this week. If they come in, let's say earnings come in a little bit low or way too good, or PCE comes in too high, GDP comes in too high or too low, that could cause Bitcoin to test this prior support. So we got news yesterday. Visa is announcing an ambitious crypto product roadmap. This is actually coming from the head of crypto at Visa. He says, we have an ambitious crypto roadmap at Visa, and we just opened a few recs for senior software engineers to help us drive mainstream adoption of public blockchain networks and stablecoin payments. They're particularly interested in GitHub Copilot and other AI-assisted engineer tools to write and debug smart contracts. Anytime you see a large company trying to drive mainstream adoption of public blockchain network and stablecoin payments, I think that's good. It's just going to get more people to use crypto, feel more comfortable with it, know where to go to buy it, and understand some of the benefits of it. So I think this is great news. Now, who knows how long this will take to get real mainstream adoption with Visa and to get them to push out to more people what they offer. But again, it's one of the largest companies in the world. I think that if you're looking for a company to get into crypto, it's definitely one of the payment processing companies, right? They have access to so many customers and they can show the benefits quite easily. They can say, hey, we can save businesses 2% if they accept crypto, something like that. So I think that's good news. Again, might be a longer term thing, might not just happen next week where all of a sudden everyone uses crypto with Visa, but still, I think that's good. Update, Coinbase takes aggressive going on offense action and sues the SEC. The lawsuit focuses on a petition filed by Coinbase last year focused on rulemaking and digital assets. So here's a little bit more information. The lawsuit follows a petition for a rulemaking that the company filed with the SEC last summer, requesting the commission draft and approve a rule specific to digital assets. The lawsuit aims to force the agency to provide a yes or no to Coinbase's ask. So this is actually on SEC.gov. Coinbase is filing a petition with the U.S. SEC, requesting that the commission propose and adopt rules to govern the regulation of securities that are offered and traded via digital native methods, including potential rules to identify which digital assets are securities. So basically, Coinbase is just trying to sue to make sure that the SEC provides some regulation or some thoughts, some kind of groundwork for what securities are and what commodities are. This will hopefully get them to move in the right direction. Right now, they are facing several lawsuits from crypto, XRP, Grayscale, and Coinbase. So they're fighting 3 pretty large-scale lawsuits. Hopefully, they lose at least one of them, if not all of them, and actually give some clarity as to what securities are, not have XRP be a security, and then also have to provide some kind of spot ETF. I think that would push the market in the right direction. Now, I don't know how long this will take to go through an SEC lawsuit for any of these because XRP has been going on for years and years. So hopefully it doesn't cost Coinbase too much. That's something that I think we should consider as well. This could cost a lot of time and a lot of money. But it sounds like Coinbase is also trying to have a plan B where basically they go and set up shop in a different country. But that will not be the easiest transition. Obviously, they have their main base here in the U.S., and that's why they've done so well, is because they're the leading crypto company here in the U.S., along with Binance, probably Binance US. The founder of OKX said that they're going to delist all projects that stop development. Now, some exchanges have done this in the past. I think this is good. It gets rid of a lot of the waste in. It stops people from being able to invest in dead projects just from some kind of marketing scheme or just because they're just randomly buying projects. Of course, you had to do your own research, but I think this just creates a little bit less clutter as well. Now, a few weeks ago, I was talking about the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade and how bullish that was for Ethereum. And right now, Ethereum's doing quite well. I want to wait to buy some more because I think there will be some price retreat because I think Bitcoin dominance will go up. But we just got news that the last large batch of withdrawals on April 24th, so yesterday, was a total of 61.6 thousand ETH in principal and reward withdrawals. However, at the same time, there were 63,000 ETH deposits. So basically, a lot of people are withdrawing the rewards as they get unlocked and withdrawing their principal, but also a lot more capital is coming in because they feel comfortable depositing Ethereum for a longer period now that they know that they'll actually get it out, which I think is really, really bullish for Ethereum. And this is kind of what I predicted ahead of time. So that's great news for Ethereum holders. As we said a few days ago, there are a lot of earnings this week. Microsoft, Alphabet, Enphase, Visa, Chipotle, all after market close today. And we had a lot of big earnings happening this morning as well. McDonald's beat by 29 cents on EPS, which is over a 10% beat. The revenue also beat by about 5%. So they had a double beat. They're up a little bit in pre-market. GM also double beat. They actually beat by 30% on EPS, and they beat on 1.5% on revenue. UPS actually had a double miss. So they had a miss by 1 cent on EPS. They had a miss of about 80 million on revenue. They also lowered their revenue target for the year by about 1.25 billion. And the stock is down pretty significantly in the pre-market, down 4.4%. So those are just a couple of the earnings that are happening right now. I think so far this has looked pretty good. We've gotten some good earnings over the first 2 days of the week. But obviously the big tech companies are reporting over the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to drive the indices. That's going to drive the markets. Probably going to drive crypto. Then we have PCE again on Friday, GDP on Thursday, I believe. So be on the lookout for all that. Thank you so much for staying through to the end of this video. Comment a fire emoji down below in the comment section if you made it this far. Check out Webull as well if you want some free money, and check out the Patreon. And if you haven't seen yesterday's video where I talked about selling in May and going away, check it out on the end screen. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.